This was an accident that left both traffic cops and local police scratching their heads. A small bus accidentally hit a boy crossing the street, and a vehicle behind, unable to react in time, slammed into them. The grandfather in the passenger seat was thrown violently onto the boy. The crowd rushed over and, seeing the two covered in blood, assumed the worst. But then the grandfather suddenly moved, twisting his dislocated neck, and astonishingly stood up. The boy, amid gasps of shock, slowly got to his feet and staggered away. The grandfather, looking grim, realized some of his blood may have entered the boy's mouth and hurriedly followed him. The two accident victims quietly left the scene. A passerby, seeing the boy covered in blood, was about to call the police, but the grandfather stopped him, claiming they were just playing a street prank. Clearly, the old man was trying to hide something. He followed the boy to a dormitory building and discovered he was a student. Startled by his roommate's frantic questions, the boy realized he was completely unharmed. Not only that, his hearing had become extraordinarily sharp, and his strength had increased to a frightening level. As he tried to make sense of it all, the grandfather appeared from behind. It turned out that the grandfather was a vampire of legend. Despite what the title suggested, he was an extremely charitable old man. Whenever elderly, isolated residents in the community had no water, he would personally carry it for them. Even when warned by cleaning staff, he tried not to cause trouble, despite finding flying increasingly difficult. Living with him were two other vampires. They weren't related, yet both carried the grandfather's blood. One, Victor, had been an 18th century battlefield doctor who was accidentally killed and saved by the grandfather, becoming a vampire. The other, Anna, a Soviet-era police officer, was turned after shielding the grandfather from a bullet. Anna could read minds through touch, while Victor could extract physical information through blood. After the boy accidentally became a vampire, he wasn't afraid. Instead, he was excited and curious, asking the grandfather about vampire legends. He quickly adapted to this new life but hadn't yet realized his own special abilities. To prove himself, the boy ventured into the outskirts and subdued several robbers, taking a small amount of their blood as trophies. The next day, the police reported that 2 people had died from blood loss. Anna arrived at the scene, immediately recognizing a vampire's involvement, and noticed items left behind by the boy. Later, when the boy celebrated his hunting success at home with the grandfather, Anna stormed in, furious. The boy explained that he had followed the rules, only drawing a minimal amount of blood from each person and placing them under trees to rest. Something seemed off. Anna prepared to search for the sole survivor but was stopped by the guardians of humanity. The grandfather had made a pact with them. Vampires who killed humans would face execution. The grandfather assured them that the true culprit would be found.